Hey, what's going on, my friends? It's been a while here. I'm down here getting a little exercise in this morning over here in between Swami's, which is right down there, and right behind me here is Cardiff. So I'm just getting a little exercise in here. I'm going to take you with me so I can tell you a little bit about what's been happening. Touch base. The last time that I checked in with you guys was before I went to the 10-day Vipassana, which was a pretty incredible experience. It's a 10-day silent meditation retreat in Joshua Tree, and they actually hold these all over the world. They are really intense, transformative, and really an opportunity just to dive deep into your your soul and whatever is actually going on inside, because the silent meditation retreats actually remove all distractions. So when you take all of your distractions out of your day-to-day life, you know, things like even exercise can be a distraction and not even know it unless you're really tuned into that. You know, just the mere fact of taking your mind off of something for more than 5 or 10 minutes can be a distraction. So when you're in meditation and you sit with these distractions for an hour at a time, you really start to go through a process of healing, and it's really amazing to go through that experience. This was my second one in the last 8 months or 9 months. And this time when I went, I was asked if I would be interested in working with the men a little bit more directly rather than serving just food, which would have been great to serve the food, because I do love preparing meals and food and stuff like that. But this opportunity was really great for me, especially where I'm at on my journey with my, many of you guys who know me well know that for the last 8 years I've been working on my health and my physique and my body, and really been hitting that hard, lifting weights, exercising a lot, and going after that, really mastering that, let's just say. I feel like I have mastered that. So this was an opportunity. I've also been in the last year doing a lot of more personal growth and development work. So what that does, or what I mean by that, is that I've been doing more personal work, like deeper work, for a man, for myself at least. What that means is like healing the inner child, healing that little boy that got wounded at a really early age, and really allowing things to come up from my childhood that caused me to create patterns and looping systems that I have been in all of my life up until this point. So this, let me back up. This last 10-day Vipassana was an incredible experience, an incredible growth experience for me, because I was asked if I would be interested in being the men's manager. And what that means is that I had the opportunity to work with all the men that were there. I think there was between 40 and 50 men, and I was able to, we were all in silence. However, if the men needed anything, let's just say that they forgot toothpaste or deodorant, I was there as the liaison between the teacher and the facility to be able to get them what they needed. Okay, so I took that responsibility on. And in addition to those little tasks of making sure that the men had what they needed, I was also there to support them and to listen if they needed to have, if they had a need to be vulnerable and share, or if they needed to have a good cry, or whatever it is. You know, we all go through. Gosh, I cried like crazy my first time there, and I had so much emotional things that came up. Deep emotional scars, and it was like doing surgery on myself. And so I had a really good understanding about what a lot of these men were going through and what they would be going through after day 1, 2, 3, 4, because I remember my own experience. But it is an individual experience, so everybody has a different, a whole different outcome and experience with it all. So anyway, the beautiful part about this whole thing was that I got to be there for these men, and not just in service and getting them, you know, toothpaste and deodorant, whatever they needed, but also on an emotional level. And, you know, if there was anything, I can say this, that there's no greater gift that I've received up until this point on my journey that was greater than the gift that I received from these men. Being able to be there in service on an emotional level, and to be able to hold space for them as they had their own little, not little, but as they had their own transformation or their own transmissions that came through. You know, just to be able to hold that space and be solid, and to be the somebody that they could look to and go, wow, this, you know, this is a man that's doing the work. And so anyway, it feels really good to be able to have stepped into that space, and I've been calling it in for like the last probably years. I've been doing my own work, men's work, been doing my own emotional clearing work, been doing so much. And then to go to this retreat and be asked if I wanted to step into the men's managerial role, it was like, wow, that's perfect timing, because it's exactly the work. It's a reflection of exactly the work that I've been doing on myself. And yeah. So anyway, I'm back as of a little more than 4 weeks ago, and integrating back into my day-to-day routines, and finding that what I was doing before is all changing. I don't know if any of you guys out there are going through this very similar experience, but are things change? Do you feel like things are really starting to shift and change in your world? Things that you used to do before really aren't interesting to you anymore, or maybe you're feeling called to do something else, but you're just not exactly sure what it is. And I'm feeling it, and a lot of people who I've spoke to in the last couple of weeks since getting out of this retreat have been experiencing very similar emotions and feelings, where they're like, you know, I feel called to do some other type of work, or this work I'm doing now is not fulfilling anymore, but I don't know exactly what to do. And I had a great conversation with a friend yesterday who said, you know, that we both were having similar experiences, and she said that you know, everything is all inside. Everything that we need, everything that we are calling in, all the shifts or things that are taking place, it's already all happening. It's all inside of us. There's no miracle that needs to be created. It's already inside you, it's inside of me. All we have to do is simply let go a little bit and actually access what is coming through. Because the more that we resist it, the more it persists, right? The more you resist something, the more it persists. And when you can learn the art of meditation and just letting go of something, and just sitting quietly and reflecting, rather than trying to figure it all out and, you know, I have to do this, I have to do that, just sit quietly and it'll all come to you. And if it doesn't happen right away, that's where we get to exercise patience. And that's where we get to exercise our work and patience. And then the art of allowing things to just come through. It's such a beautiful, beautiful expression, or beautiful, what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out here. Such a beautiful way to just let things come through naturally, in flow, and not try to force something that is maybe not ready to come through. Maybe you have to keep experiencing whatever it is that you're experiencing. So anyway, I just wanted to take this opportunity, this beautiful opportunity here behind me, I'll give you another view, to drop in with you guys and say hello and see how you're all doing. Let you know that I am alive and well, and in my element here, and just really enjoying each moment here, that each moment and opportunity that I have here to continue to grow and evolve. So this has been a really amazing year already, and we still have a few more beautiful months to go. So I hope you're all doing well out there in your world, and I'll be connecting with you guys here soon on another video. I'm going to try to start doing videos a little bit more often because I know there's so much information that I want to share, and I just have to sit down and do it. There's a lot of days that to be quite honest, that I really want to make a video, but for whatever reason, I don't feel, I think maybe it's like, gosh, what if I mess up? What if I don't, you know, all the thoughts that go through my mind, I'm just creating fear type scenarios. So I just need to show up, make a video, and it's going to be absolutely great and perfect. And whatever it is that needs to be shared will be shared. Just as simple as that, right? I need to take my own medicine here. So anyway, I'll see you guys on the next video. Have an incredible day wherever you are, and I'll see you soon. Love you guys.